Hi there, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Texas, and I want to welcome you into Facebook Live this week. Today's the 30th of October, 2024. My goodness, how the time is flying by. So, I have a fun project for you today. Actually, we're going to make two cards. And we're going to be casing the card that you see right here. So I'll show you how we're going to do that and tell you a little story about where this card came from, and hopefully give some ideas that will inspire you. So if you are catching this part of the video, you are probably catching the replay. So welcome on in, replay crew. We love you. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that heart button for me. And if you are watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done that. My YouTube channel has gotten several new subscribers in this past month, so I want to thank y'all for that. And then, of course, those that are able to join live, hit that heart button. That always encourages me to see little hearts go flying by. And as you know, those Facebook and YouTube algorithms, they like it when you interact with me, engage with me. So it helps my channels, and I appreciate that. So it looks like I do have someone jumping on with me. Oliver the Crafty Pup is here in the craft room with me today as we're going to case a project. I'm going to turn my light up just a tiny bit. We have had a busy day. We've done some stuff around the house. I went to get my hair cut. We are working on some treats for my co-workers because tomorrow is Halloween. So tell me if you guys celebrate Halloween, how you like to do that. We have had a couple of opportunities where I work at the clinic that we have done some outreach with Halloween activities. Last night, Dale and I went with a couple of my co-workers to do the trunk or treat at the YMCA, and we had a good time. Those kiddos are just so stinking cute, and I really think some of the best costumes are the ones that the parents made for them, not store-bought, but the ones that the parents came up with for them. So cute. I always enjoyed doing that when my kids were little. I will say that Shane was a pirate more years than not because he loved being a pirate, and a pirate was always an easy costume to do. He was a wizard one year, and I made his wizard hat way too tall, and he was just little, like maybe 4, and so I had to prop his head up the whole time we were walking because otherwise he would fall over backwards because his wizard hat was bigger than he was. We also had a Crayola costume that my mother made that my sister wore several years, and so did Tara. So it's just fun sometimes to let the kids get in costume and go trick-or-treating. Although I know a lot of people do fall festivals and trunk or treat, that kind of thing. But it was a lot of fun last night to see all the kids. Well, let's jump into our project today. We have a Stampin' Up! Event, and it is called Backstage. It's a leadership conference, so those of us that are leaders are able to register to go to that. And this year, it's a virtual event. Sometimes it's in person, sometimes it's virtual. And it's virtual this time. It's on a platform similar to Zoom. And so I remember when COVID first started and we did the first virtual event through Stampin' Up, I was a little bit concerned it wouldn't feel like a great connection with everyone, but I have really enjoyed the virtual platforms and getting to learn things, network with other demonstrators. They send us off into little rooms with like 8 or 10 other people, and we're able to talk about different topics, learn lots, of course, from representatives from Stampin' Up, and we usually get to see some sneak peeks of new product. It's just a lot of fun, and I always bring lots of information back to my business from those events that they host. So I'm very excited that on the 8th and 9th of November, I'll be attending Backstage with Stampin' Up! Virtually. So this past week, I received a box in the mail from Stampin' Up! And I received my Backstage gift. Now, I'm not allowed to show yet what it is, but when it gets, after we have the event or the day of the event, I will show you what it was. But let me just say, Stampin' Up! Never disappoints when they send you a gift. It was awesome. And with the gift was this beautiful card. And it's really cute. And then there's a little message from Sarah, and it's in all the different languages from our different markets. I thought that was cool. But I looked at this card and I told Dale, this is a great layout. This could be so many different types of cards for so many different occasions. And it's not something that I would typically do. It is so very simple. It is just a 4 1/4 by about 2 3/4 now. We're going to use 3, but 4 1/4 by 2 3/4 piece of cardstock. I say we're going to use 3 because this edge has been torn off. So we're going to take about 1/4 inch off. I'm going to do 4 1/4 by 3. It's got a couple of die cut pieces, and I love it when you don't completely adhere stuff like this down. So it's got a little bit of dimension. And then your sentiment. There's no embellishments on it. It's plain and simple, but it really has a good impact as far as the card, I thought. I thought it was really cool. So I got to thinking that this would be fun as a Christmas card. And then stick around to the end because I'm going to talk to you about a new product that I think would be really cute to use this layout with too. So what I decided to pull in, I've had these products for a little bit, and I haven't used them enough, but these were part of online exclusives that released a couple months ago. And this is part of a suite called Season of Green and Gold. So you've got a double stamp die bundle in this suite. So first you've got these beautiful images of the foliage. You've got dies that are kind of standalone. You can just die cut these out and use them similarly to how they use that one from Stampin' Up. And then you've got dies that coordinate with the line images in the stamp set. So lots of dies in this set. So that's the first one. And then you've got a sentiment set that has really nice, beautiful font, really nice sayings, and you have a die set that coordinates with it as well. Now, I'm not going to be using this today. I am using one die from that other one, but I just wanted to show you what comes in with this Season of Green and Gold. There's an embellishment, there's ribbon, there's designer series paper. So this is what I'm pulling from for our cards today, because we're going to first create something similar to what I received from Stampin' Up, and then we're going to go ahead and step it up a little bit. So let me pull in some products here, some pieces of paper and stuff. Let me not knock my glasses off of the table. So this is a very vanilla card base, just the usual card base that I like to use, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I just so happen to still have a piece of the thick Very Vanilla left. We don't have that anymore. We just have the regular Very Vanilla cardstock now. But anyway, Very Vanilla. And then I do have a piece of Old Olive cardstock, and it's 4 1/4 by 3, because remember, we're going to tear that end, and we're going to be putting it right there. And then I went ahead and cut a couple pieces of the foliage. We're just going to put that on there and pop our sentiment on, and that's going to be our first Christmas card. And then we're going to step it up, so it's going to be fun. So let's do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to bring in my piercing mat, and on top of it, I do have my silicone craft sheet because I could go over the edge a little bit. And y'all know I don't mind if a little ink gets on here. I just wipe it off with a damp paper towel, but that's the kind of things that makes Dale's eye twitch. So I try to behave, y'all. I try. So let's go ahead and bring in this cute little stamp. Already got ink on my finger. Let me clean that off. That means you're really crafting when your hands are already dirty. So we'll move it around the ink pad, get it inked up really well. And I'm going to show you a little trick I like to do is turn it over to the other side and just kind of get an idea, you know, what it's going to look like. I like this, tone on tone, old olive ink on old olive cardstock. Super cute. So I'm just going to bring this little stamp in and we're just going to randomly stamp on this piece of cardstock. Now a lot of this is going to be covered up, I know that. And we'll just keep flipping our stamp around. And I'll do a stamp that's fully inked and a stamp that's second generation, where the color is not as vibrant, as bright. I like that look. And that way we are making our own background. So that's exactly what our sample card looked like. Oh, let's not close that yet. Let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. I don't think I have the right sentiment. Let me see here. I think this is the one I need. And again, I'm going to use my trick. No, I won't. I stamped it over on a piece of scrap. So ink this up really well. This is a photopolymer set. You can kind of see where we're going here. And we will stamp this greeting on. And it does say Season's Greetings, which I'm much more of a Merry Christmas kind of girl, but it's a very pretty Season's Greetings. I did it again. I put my finger in the ink pad again. Okay, but it's a very pretty Season's Greetings. I really like it. Now, I did pull in my stylish shapes dies because I like them. I love them so much, actually. On our sample card, this is just a punched out circle. So nothing fancy, but we're stepping it up just a tiny bit. Okay, let me see what I did with my greenery. We'll move this out of the way. And now we'll just kind of get our placement here, how we want this. You can see, very simple. That's how we're going to do it. So let's go ahead and grab some glue dots. And I'm going to leave the end of that greenery loose, like our sample. I don't want it super adhered down. So it just gives us a little more texture and dimension. But we'll use some glue dots. That's a nice strong adhesive that will hold those in place. Okay. First one, we'll have it kind of come up towards the top. And then our second one. I got him kind of ruffled up a little bit. Get that settled back down. And we'll add this one over here. But again, I'm going to bring it down just a tiny bit. They're at kind of two different levels. Okay. And off of those glue dots. And then let's bring in some dimensionals, and we're going to add our sentiment over the ends of those pieces, so it's not going to matter how they're on there, and it's going to give a little bit more strength, a little bit more security to those pieces of greenery, because we're going to have dimensionals on top helping to hold it down too. So using that take your pick to keep all those little dimensional backs together. And we'll put our pretty Season's Greetings down here. Try to get it straight. Pretty cute. Now let's put some glue on the back and add this to the card front. And I think we will put an embellishment. It's a Christmas card after all. And we like to have something shiny. Kind of get that lined up. So I love the big border that gives us. Now, could you ink? I didn't tear the edge. Let's see if I can still do it. Oh goodness, y'all. We'll see. I might still be able to make it happen without making too big of a mess. Darn it. I forgot to tear the edge. We'll make it happen. And when you pull towards you, that's when you get that kind of ruffly look that's so fun. It's much easier if you do it before you glue it down, right? I want that torn edge. Okay, next time I'll remember to do it. And it's still somewhat centered up. Okay, crisis averted. Now, I did go ahead and grab the little embellishments that go with this suite because I really like them. And I'm trying to decide if I want to use the more, the kind of clear ones that have a little bit of a gold cast to them or the red ones. I think I'm going to go with these clear little berries. And we're just going to add that by our sentiment. I might put a couple of those on there. And with this, it comes in the cluster of 3 and also a couple that are just singletons. And one of the things we learned early on with these, Cheryl was here one day, as she frequently is, and we colored these. We wanted all of them to be cherry cobbler, so we colored with our Stampin' Blends the rest of them that are just clear and made them all cherry cobbler, which was fun. Okay, guys, so that is our first card. What do you think? Let me know. Pretty cute, huh? Now let's step it up a little bit. Now let's use some Designer Series paper as our focal image, and we're going to switch over to an old olive card base. And we'll get those fibers calm down where I cut and get a nice burnish on that score line so that our card closes really nicely. What I didn't grab was an inside panel, but I can do that later. Okay, so I have a really pretty piece of Designer Series paper. Again, Season of Green and Gold. These are online exclusive products, and I don't know that I said that. But they're only found in my online store. They're not in the catalogs. So you can just go in to stampwithct.stampinup.net, type in Season of Green and Gold or Season of Green, and it'll start coming up. Or you can type in online exclusives because there's lots of different products that are just online. And Stampin' Up! Did that, I guess, almost 2 years ago. So we have every other month that we release new product, either through the launch of a new catalog or online exclusives. So that ends up being, oh, let me see if I can get this straight. So March, May, July. I may not have those right because I know we're about to get some in November for customers. Demonstrators can pre-order them right now. So beautiful products. So you want to make sure you don't miss out. Go check out that online exclusives. Let's tear this one before I glue it down. So much easier. And again, remember, if you're tearing toward you, you get that pretty kind of ruffle the edge. Now, if you want to bring a little bit more attention to the fact that you've got the torn edge, you can actually put a little ink there with your sponge dauber if you want to. So that's going to take the place of our stamped background this time. And then, because we're stepping it up, I used the exact same die, but I cut it from the gold foil sheets. So pretty. And really, that would have worked on this project as well. Step that one up too. But that's what we're going to do this time. So again, we need to grab our glue dots. So if you're like me and you love shiny, this card is going to make you happy because it's really going to be pretty. But stop and think about the fact that this is really not a lot of product, even if you're using designer series paper. And if you were really trying to stretch your papers, you could do 4 by 3 instead of 4 1/4 by 3, like I did. I just used the measurements on the card that I received, but you could cut it down so you get a little bit more out of your paper. Be strategic about it, especially if you're making a bunch of Christmas cards. That is important. I put that on the wrong end, maybe. No, I didn't. It's important, though, if you're making a bunch of Christmas cards, a lot of duplication, and really wanting to get, the most out of your designer series paper. Look how cute that pattern is. So we can go ahead and glue this down onto our old olive card base. And, could you border this piece of DSP with some gold? Absolutely. Could you do a little stamping on your card base? Absolutely. You could step it up even more. But what I love about this layout, this design, is that it's pretty simple, pretty quick to make the cards, and you're not using a lot of product if you're making a bunch, or, if you're just in a hurry. Sometimes we're in a hurry when we craft. Okay, let me bring back in. I don't really need that silicone craft sheet, but I'll bring my mat back in so that I can stamp this greeting. And again, I'm going to use Old Olive ink. It'd be fun to choose Cherry Cobbler or Real Red if you wanted to have a little pop of color. That would be amazing. Okay. So we'll get this stamped. And although this set does have beautiful dies, I just really liked the circle. Well, I didn't do the greatest job stamping that one. And I have one that I did earlier. I may use it instead. We'll see. I may have done that one a little bit better. Yeah, it says Love and Joy. Really, really pretty. Let's go with this one. By the magic of television, right? By the magic of video. Let's flip that over. And again, we'll use dimensionals to add it. I've already lost my take or pick tool. There it is. Trying to do better about using my tools, and that really does help keep those dimensional backs from being all over the place. So we've got the Love and Joy sentiment that we're just going to add down here. Oh, that's pretty. Yep, I need to come over just a tiny bit, and that may have already attached itself down. We'll scooch over a tiny bit. And I think we're going to go with that. Now, again, I could use those same embellishments because that would be really pretty, but I'm kind of coming to the end of the clear one. So I thought, let's get the Druzy embellishments out. These are beautiful and shiny, and I think that would be a really nice touch to this card because it is just kind of a step above. So, so pretty. Let me see, what size do we want to use? I think we'll use the smaller ones, and I'll put 3 on there. And one of the things I like, when you have a little bit bigger border on your card base like that with your focal image, you are able to add some embellishments or some stamping onto your card base. Oh, it's so shiny. It turned out so pretty. Okay, so there's our original card that I received from Stampin' Up. I absolutely love it. And then our 2 versions, our stamped one and our designer series paper one. So let me know, do you have a favorite? Type it in the comments, let me know. I think they both turned out really pretty. And it's just something different. This is not something that I would typically be drawn to. Like, I wouldn't just come up with that. I am drawn to it. I just wouldn't come up with that. So I love getting new ideas. So thanks, Stampin' Up. I love my card. I love my gift. I'll tell y'all more about that later. And I'm glad I got to share that with y'all today. Now, I do want to remind you of a couple things, and I do have some Happy Mail. But before I show you that, let me show you a little sneak peek of a new online exclusive that will be available to customers in November, which, by the way, y'all, that is Friday. So this is a super cute little cake stamp set. You've got some flowers, some little leaves, some other little pieces, the different cake pieces. I was just thinking this would be so much fun. And it has some really cute dies that coordinate with it as well. I truly think you could do the layout that we just did with this set. Think about all the possibilities of the stamps and dies that you already have in your collection or on your wish list and how you could use that layout. I think this would really work. So I just got this and wanted to share that with you too because I think it's so cute. All right, do not forget that if you are considering purchasing our starter kit special, that ends tomorrow. So you get $30 more free in the starter kit right now from Stampin' Up. So you pay $99 plus tax. You get free shipping, and you are able to choose $155 worth of product. Your choice in your starter kit. And you don't have to do anything as a demonstrator, like have classes, do videos. You don't have to do any of that. You can just enjoy your discount. Now, if you want to do more, I can help you with that, but you don't have to. So if you want to give it a try, let me know. Like I said, tomorrow is the last day of this awesome deal, so don't forget about that. And then let me show you some fun things that I have received in this past week. Get down, alls. Get down. Almost done. So last week was my birthday, the 24th, and I had such a great birthday. I had so many messages and Facebook posts and calls and cards, and I had such a good day. So I wanted to show you guys this cute little badge that my coworkers had me wear all day because we could totally make this, y'all. That little medallion with the birthday center, and you know, it's just on a little button. You could use a safety pin, of course, hot glue that on there or tear and tape it on there. You could get it on there, but how cute. So I was thinking about for kids, that would make them feel so special if when they woke up in the morning, got ready for school, you put their little badge on them and they got to wear it all day. So this was really fun. So wanted to show you that. I have a couple of store-bought cards, but they're still really pretty. And I think that they can inspire us too. So this one came from my friend Jan. She is our medical director at the clinic, and she has been a friend of mine. We've worked together off and on for almost 30 years. So I thought this was really, really pretty. Very subtle little bit of like Wink of Stella type look to it, but a very pretty card. Got that one. I got this silly card, and I'm going to hit the button. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It is a farting card, which I don't know. It's super cute though. This is a super cute card. So don't forget that we can do cards that have a shape like this. Get your dies out and see what you can do. You just make sure that that fold is there, but then you can cut out different shapes. So don't forget about that. Thought that one was really cute. And then I have a Halloween card that came from my amazing friend Candy and her husband Joe. I'm just here for the booze, is what it says. That's hilarious. That's really, really cute. So thank you, Candy. That made me and Dell laugh. I love it. Which Joe and Candy make me and Dell laugh. They are hilarious. They are such a cute couple. And I think they've been married about as long as we have, but they just like play off of each other and they keep us in stitches. They are so much fun. This little card I got because I ordered some Pampered Chef from a Pampered Chef consultant named Pam. And thank you cards are so important, y'all. Look how cute that is. It's darling. And I thought that was such a good idea. And what's interesting is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator invited me to the online party that she was having with Pam. So, of course, now I'm having one, y'all, next week. If you want an invitation, let me know. It's on Facebook. It's really a lot of fun. Pam does a good job. But I thought that was really cute, especially coming from a Pampered Chef consultant. So, thanks, Pam. Now, I also have this adorable card that I received yesterday. For people that are local to us, we've got a spot that people can pick up items, kits, or if they win a prize or they need to drop something off to us. And so yesterday, Debbie picked up her glass mat that she won because that was our team giveaway this past month. And so when she picked that up, she replaced the glass mat with this amazingly beautiful card. I'm going to bring it a little closer so you can really see just how stunning this is. And this card was made with a piece of watercolor paper that she created during our watercolor class, Wonders of Watercolor, back in August. Absolutely stunning. There's so much texture and just beautiful stamping. She always does such a beautiful job with her cards, so I wanted to share this with you. I love, too, just the little embellishments really set it off. So, stunning, Debbie. Again, knocked it out of the park. That is beautiful. And then one last project to share with you to inspire you. This was a birthday card from my really small gang. I have a group of friends, and LaDonna's in it, Cassandra's in it, and we've just been friends for a long time now. And we get together and do different things, have some traditions. So for birthdays, we try to get together. And this was the card that they gave me. LaDonna did make this card, and it does tricks. Wait till you see this. Now, before I show you, because you're going to be just blown away, Sarah Douglas, Stampin' Up! CEO, shared this card on a Facebook Live within the last couple weeks. So I will go back, try to find that live, and put it on my page so you don't miss it. But wait till you see this, y'all. This opens up, and a gift card fits inside. Are you ready? Ta-da! It's a little shopping bag. Is that not the cutest? So it folds completely flat, and then it holds a gift card. So darling. And this paper is absolutely perfect for it too. That is what gift bags look like frequently. So I absolutely love this. Like I said, I will go back and find that video of Sarah so I can share it on my page. I'll also try to put it in CT's Craft and Connect, our Facebook group that we have for our community. But so super cute. And wouldn't that be a great way to give a gift card at the holidays? I love that. Okay, I think Oliver knows that we are done with our video for today. He always gets a TREAT So that means we're going to head off to do that. We hope you have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of October. We've got a little more than 24 hours left. And then we'll be into November. And I'm so excited for a month that we can really focus on our gratitude. We have so many things to be grateful for. And I just love November. I love the fall, Thanksgiving, all the things that come as we really enter this holiday season. So we will see you again next week. We thank you for being here. Y'all stay crafty.